Good morning from the flower farm, everybody. Today I'm going to walk you through a quick morning harvest of some sunflowers and some snapdragons that I have out here, and just walk you through what it takes to actually run a flower farm on a daily basis. Now, we're going to get this done as quickly as possible because we have a major mosquito problem out here, and it is pretty miserable to actually be out here harvesting flowers and working in the garden. So I'm going to show you how I get that done really quickly and how I store these flowers for market successfully. The first thing we're harvesting here today is these pro-cut sunflowers. I get them from Johnny's Seeds. I just get the colors that I like, that sell the best, and then I mix them all together, plant them at once at 2-week intervals for a consistent harvest. So let's go ahead and get all these sunflowers harvested for market this weekend. All right, we got this morning sunflower harvest done. It may not look like much, but this really adds up. Considering I harvest these sunflowers about twice a day, every single day for a week, and I store them in the fridge. So you'll see later where I store all these in the fridge, how much this really amounts to getting just a handful of these every morning and every single evening. And I do this just to keep the blooms fresh. You'll see I like to harvest them. This one's a little bit too far, but I'm still going to store it in the fridge to see how it does. But I like to harvest them about at this stage when the petals first start lifting off of the face of the bloom. This keeps them the freshest, makes them store the longest in the fridge, and makes them open just in time for the customers at the farmer's market. The next thing that I'll be grabbing while I'm out here is these Chantilly bronze snapdragons. I also have some Cane's red snapdragons back there. So we're going to go ahead and grab these. And this is another daily harvest for me. These just really open. I like to wait until the first about 3 blooms are open, and I'll store these in the fridge along with the sunflowers for sale on Saturday. If you've made it this far into the video, you're probably serious about starting a flower farm or flower farming in general, so I want to offer you a free resource at the end of this video. All right, here's what we got for our snapdragons outside. We got those Chantilly bronze right here and those Cane's red right here. There's not too many, so I did just grab a bunch of these yesterday, but I will show you those once we get into the garage where I store them in the fridge. All right, so along with these that we got harvested already, this week I am going to harvest these celosia back here. They're flamingo feather celosia. I don't know if you can see them beside me. But that's something I'm going to wait on just because it doesn't need to be in the fridge and I can harvest it all just on Friday before the market. So that is something that I'm going to wait on harvesting. And that, along with this statice that I have right beside me, right here. The statice is just starting to bloom. I'm going to put some of it into bouquets. And that's also something that I just harvest 1 day a week. But these sunflowers and snapdragons got to get into the fridge. Before we head inside, we're making a stop in the greenhouse where I have just a mess, but there are a bunch of volunteer snapdragons in here that I'm going to go ahead and grab and put in the fridge because that's just bonus blooms for me. This is also a great example of why you use floral netting when you're growing your snapdragons, even in a greenhouse. These are volunteer snaps, so they didn't have any netting, and this is what happens to the stems. I mean, I can try to put it in a bouquet, but the stem is really ruined from a floral design perspective because it's just not straight, it's just not quality. Using that floral netting that you saw out in the field will make those stems all straight for us, and that'll make it perfect for a floral bouquet, an arrangement, or market sale. All right, we finally got those flowers harvested here, and we are about to put them in the fridge. Now, I'm sure you saw me battling those mosquitoes out there, just swatting away. And in fact, there's still some in here while I'm in the garage. I have the door open, but that is the reality of flower farming. This may look like a beautiful, relaxing morning, but I am getting, like, there's one on me right now. I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes. It is hot. I'm sweating. I'm wearing full coverage just because the bugs are so bad. I'm going to go ahead and get these in the fridge because it's pretty miserable out here. All right, so we're just going to sort these out. Here's my sunflower bucket. Just kind of keep them somewhat organized throughout the week. So this is Wednesday. This is what I've harvested this week so far. So we're amounting to a pretty good armload of balloons here. And you want to make sure when you put them in the fridge that they're not touching the walls of the fridge, because that is going to potentially freeze the blooms and freeze the leaves. That's not something you want. That is a complete loss of money right there. So I'm actually going to stick these snapdragons in here because I don't have any room, which is a good problem to have. That is the reason I don't put any other flowers during the week in here. I mean, it's just a space issue. I want this to be as high quality of product as possible, so I don't want to cram them in here and, you know, some of them be affected by that. So yeah, that is how I store my flowers, just an old fridge, and boom, that's how I do it. All right, we are back in the house, and I did just want to speak a little bit about the difficulty of flower farming that people don't really talk about. You saw when I was out there, I was just getting attacked by these bugs, and it's hot. I mean, heat index of close to 100 degrees today, and I'm wearing a jacket and jeans out there in the humidity harvesting flowers. So you might see on Instagram this beautiful bouquet of flowers, beautiful farm, but the reality is it just sucks to work out there sometimes. And the mosquitoes is a personal farm problem, but every farm has something. And it's really important to understand that it's not just all beautiful bouquets and it's not all perfect mornings at the farmer's market. There are some real setbacks when it comes to flower farming that you may not expect. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy this short little video. Kind of gives you a perspective of what it's actually like every single day going out there and picking flowers. And come Saturday, I'll put all those into bouquets, sell them at the farmer's market, and it's going to be great. So if you are interested in starting your own flower farm and want to know what it really takes, I made a free flower farm starter kit guide that I'm going to link in the description of this video. It's really going to help you out. Just give you kind of a base knowledge of flower farming. Make sure you know everything you need to know before you start. That being said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. It's going to give you more free flower farming content in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.